Hello, dear friends. Instead, a message advises moving away from the coast to avoid risks. Perhaps that is why some rich people have sold their coastal mansions. Opinion piece. Rapid change, unstable world, spiritual rebirth, matching timelines, heaven intervenes, everything speeds up, separation of realities. The matrix remains fragile. The countdown has started. The light cannot be stopped. The future is full of surprises. We are entering uncharted waters. Benjamin Fulford says there will be a Jubilee. Will there be any initial announcements in May? Let's start. The situation in the world is experiencing rapid changes in the political and social aspects, as, is, as if after a set in stagnation, everything suddenly started moving. The problem is that we are entering uncharted waters and there has to be a transition. If all goes well, Fulford predicts some type of initial announcement in May, but there are unknowns because they have technologies that we do not know about. The biggest risk would be a global agreement to reduce the freedom of population. The million-dollar question is how to carry out the transition. Benjamin Fulford says there will be a Jubilee. He claims that he has won the coalition, that the coalition has won, and that the weak have lost control of the financial system. But riots are expected between now and then. In his opinion, they will divide the valuation of the stock market and commercial real estate among the population. He assures that the warlike idea of mass destruction in the Middle East has been stopped. Let's hope he gets it right for the sake of world peace. He adds that intelligent sources suggest that an event has been planned in Africa, but it is expected to be quashed by Africans, who are already aware of it. There are no multimedia cameras in Africa, because everyone keeps their attention on the Middle East, where they want us to keep looking and not look elsewhere. Now, when the weak feel that the ground is slipping under their feet because they have not been able to carry out their program quickly, they are ready to do anything in order to trigger a worldwide celebration. To prevent this from happening, Heaven has decided to directly interfere in the development of events. They will do everything possible to dissolve the pyramid of power, which has been built for thousands of years, and have decided to increase the intensity of the flow of energy reaching our planet to accelerate the awakening of people who are ready for it. Elevation. Regarding the technical aspect of ascension, it would take place as follows. As the frequency of the Earth rises and it enters the world of fifth density, those beings who follow the rhythm, that is, whose spirituality allows them to move with it to the world of fifth density, will begin to unite in groups and communities of like-minded human beings to jointly build a new world, which will not be based on the loss of human society in the three-dimensional world, but on the loss of the universe, that is, on divine laws, which will allow them to build a society of equality and fraternity, that is, that kingdom of God which everyone has been dreaming of for centuries. It is predicted that the face of the earth will change rapidly, as there will be a powerful flow of information about new technologies, about new sources of energy, about new opportunities in all areas of life, and much will be revealed to us by our galactic family, who have had similar experiences, and who are eager to share them with us. The seas, rivers, lakes, and oceans will be cleaned, and Mother Earth will breathe fully, and will illuminate all beings with divine light, and nature will shine with new colors, with its primordial beauty. Renaissance. Spiritual rebirth of humankind according to Keshe. The separation of realities is increasingly evident every day. It is in this year that you will see clearly who has chosen which path. Each individual has the ability to tune into the desired reality. There are those who will experience greater positive changes, while others may be convinced that it is the end of the world. And in a way, it is, because nothing will remain unchanged, from social changes to economic changes, through politics and natural phenomena. We ask you to remain closer to your inner being, because the more focused you remain on the light within, the more detached you will be from the outside world, the less affected they will be by the collapse of the third dimensional constructions. The matrix remains fragile as its foundations tremble. All of its tissues and structures are being torn apart one after another. It is true that humankind is going to lose many of the things it was used to in the third dimension, but it will have other new things that are much better. Understand that a new reality is emerging with a new way of life. What you are going to gain is divine peace, freedom, unity, spiritual evolution, and that far outweighs what you are losing: temporary joy, illusory freedoms, endless division, and false advances. It is time to say goodbye to the old ways of being and hello to your realized self in the realms of light. This is the spiritual rebirth of humankind. It is time for you to remember your divine origin and embody the luminous love of the radiant Creator. Catharsis. Spiritual changes according to Kara of the Pleiades through Elena Velázquez. Everything that carries some type of negative frequency comes to the surface. It also reaches human beings. You can't stay on the same frequency as a year ago, because it doesn't work anymore. If you do not accelerate to change the environment in your world, this may cause some human beings to abandon their physical body or behave in strange and compulsive ways, such as repeating their daily task too many times, etc. Don't worry too much and allow yourself to follow the path, whatever is right for you. No one can be forced to adopt a new way of thinking or take a leap of faith unless you want to experience new things in your enlightenment process. The cosmos is inhabited by countless galactic civilizations. Each one emanates a different stage of its progress. Follow your heart, what makes sense to you, and don't try to catch up to others. Earth changes. According to Siras, through Elena Velázquez, a prominent scientist from a benevolent group of Grace who works and interacts with the galactic forces of light, at this moment the balance between humans and nature is not in harmony, which means that severe changes are coming. For those who live on the coast, he advises them to go inland, since some areas could disappear underwater, especially small islands. According to ChatGPT, as a general rule, experts typically recommend that people locate themselves at least several kilometers inland, or at a significant elevation above sea level, to minimize the risk of being affected by a tsunami in tsunami-prone areas, by a tidal wave in tsunami-prone areas, which are not all areas or all coasts. Therefore, no alarm should be raised in this regard. Mother Earth constantly releases pleasure from within, which can cause central layers of the planet to shift. It can change the Earth's structure around the world. This would be her way of eliminating the negative energies she absorbed from the wars and conflicts on the surface. All of this can create new invisible conditions and new lands. This may still happen on the old Earth before ascension, but let's hope it's as minimal as possible. The planet is alive and anything is possible at any time. Weather manipulation by Astar Command has been stopped. What you see now reflects the past damage caused by the negatives by altering natural conditions. Over time, it is necessary to stabilize into more peaceful patterns. In the meantime, focus on increasing your frequency, which can help minimize the impact of natural disasters. This old planet will only last until a complete transformation into a new Earth occurs. In general, humans vibrate very low, so they attract more low frequencies. which creates unstable weather. This old 3D holographic reality will not be maintained, despite the desperation of darkness. When the divine became involved in the ascension process, it was the beginning of the end of the illusion. You can stop the light no matter how hard you try. Breaking news. Confiscation of Russian assets will accelerate the dollarization. In Europe, they refuse to confiscate Russian assets for fear of retaliation from Moscow. Elon Musk criticizes the approval of aid to Ukraine. Economists reveal that richer countries affect the supplies of developing countries. BRICS nations are creating a common digital payments platform. All that is left from them to complete is an agreement on which stablecoin they will use to complete their settlement transactions. When we witness a shift in our monetary policy towards an ample reserve regime for the banking system, a change in monetary policy will occur. Interest rates will be reduced, and the price of gold will increase to meet the obligations of the debt bank. This will usher in a new digital asset-based trading system whereby gold will allow us to move into a new economy of regulated tokenized assets. Opinions. According to David Long, merging timelines means that smart decisions won't affect the outcome. The Great Awakening comes because the facts are available to everyone, but we need to be able to face the facts that are revealed. Mike Dooley. Today, don't think or say, I am tired, I am hot, I am hungry. Don't even think or say, I am happy. Instead, think and say, I have decided to be tired, hot and angry. Or better yet, I'm choosing to be happy. Feelings don't hit you. You feel them based on your perceptions. You perceive them based on your beliefs, and you believe in what you choose. You are your words. Change is coming according to Gene the Code. We visualize and then manifest a world in which humankind has advanced towards higher levels of consciousness, adopting values such as unity, compassion, and love of nature. An earth that transcends the physical realm, symbolizing a collective evolution towards a more harmonious and enlightened existence. In these paradigms, individuals recognize their interconnection with each other and with the planet, fostering a sense of shared responsibility for the well-being of all living beings. The new earth is characterized by a deep respect for diversity, an emphasis on spiritual growth, and a commitment to create a balanced and prosperous global community. 3 messages. Archangel Metatron. The countdown has begun and cannot be stopped. The Creator has decreed that it be so. He allows each human being to make his choice. A large number will choose to live. He honors their journey. It will be tumultuous at times, but it will develop very quickly. It will be a turning point for great magnitude of Gaia and humankind. Bring your love and compassion for the forefront. It will be very necessary. Lord Melchizedek. The coming days will be full of many surprises. Nothing is what it seems. The matrix has been manipulated to represent the desires of darkness. This is being replaced by the light grids of the Creator. Multitudes will wake up in the days to come with anguish and anger at having been deceived. Missionaries of light will become pillars of calm and compassion for their brothers and sisters. Lady Kuan Yin. Allow each day to flourish with the joy and love of the Creator that is you. She dances, sings, and plays with the exuberance of a child. She remains in the now. The past is the past. The future is yet to manifest in your reality. You are a multidimensional being of light not yet realized in this dimension. The time is approaching when all truths will be revealed. Spirit, joy, and love. Lift out everyone you know. Bennett Ross. We are in a movie that is playing over and over again. Same characters, but with different costumes. The scenes are based on our memories. Entering a new realm requests our brain. Our mind shuts circuits and we forget. Among the terrain of crisis, green fields of restoration appear where the soul is woven again. In the midst of the throes of turmoil and personal disorder, he is a messenger announcing the arrival of transformation. In the remains of our former self, we discover the core of our spirit and what has longed to express. The third dimension is the materialization of what we think is true. It is the story we accept that determines the outcome we find. The universe gives you every day what is on your mind. Pay attention to what you see as truth. Produce patterns in the quantum field. Positive self-talk puts you in control of your narrative. The thought patterns generated by our consciousness create holograms that are representations of the situation we wish to carry out. The energy we project expands at certain frequencies and creates a living pattern. Once the old hologram generated by reflection is established, it becomes an aspect of reality that interacts with the universal hologram. When you look at challenges positively, you infuse positive energy into them and create a positive outcome. The meaning you give to each situation, whether positive or negative, determines how you experience the effect of that situation. Give your circumstances a positive meaning, and you will extract a positive result from them. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.